welcome to another episode of Mad Science! We are super excited for this Mad Science experiment. So, if you want to do this with us, you will need a pumpkin. We carved his face out. You will need a cup or a bowl to put inside your pumpkin. You will need some yeast, some dish soap, some hydrogen peroxide, some warm water, a little bowl for your yeast, a tablespoon measure, some food coloring, and a measuring cup, and lastly, a spoon. I know it's a long list of ingredients. I will put them in the next slide. So gather up your stuff and meet us right back here. You can also do this just in a bottle or a bowl if you want to, so you can see the reaction, but we are gonna make a puking pumpkin. Go get your ingredients and catch us back here. Welcome back. Are you ready to make this pumpkin puke? All right, so the first thing you're gonna do is take the top off of your pumpkin. So I already did that and moved it over. And we swapped out our cup for a bowl because we felt like it would fit a little bit better inside of our pumpkin. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put 1 cup of hydrogen peroxide in our bowl. So 1 cup. All right, Harley, will you pour that in the bowl?
I have 1 cup.
Oh, be careful.
That's okay.
All right, so we have a cup of hydrogen peroxide. Let me have that. And then we're gonna add a squirt of dish soap into our peroxide. Squirt. All right, then we're gonna add a little bit of food coloring, whatever color you want. We're using green. And you're gonna stir that up. Carefully not to slosh it out of the bowl.
Kind of looks like Jello when it's not like ready.
Yeah.
Don't eat it.
Don't eat it. That would not be good. So we have now a green liquid that we're going to put inside of our pumpkin. If I can get my hand in there, let's see. Whoop. This pumpkin has really thick walls. Trying not to smush
Feel
it.
it.
Yeah.
It might feel a little bit.
There we go. Got it.
Good.
Slipping around in there. Okay, so now we have our green mixture inside of the pumpkin. So now we are going to mix in 2 tablespoons of yeast into the other bowl. There's 1 and 2. All right, and then to the yeast we're going to add some warm water. All right, let me do this part real quick. We're gonna add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, Harley, can you carefully stir that up for us? So what's gonna happen is the hydrogen peroxide is made up of 2 hydrogen molecules and 2 oxygen molecules. The yeast that we're mixing up right now in the warm water is going to act as a catalyst that will break down the hydrogen peroxide into water, which is 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen, and oxygen. And so it'll make lots of bubbles. How's it looking? Is it getting there? If it gets a little too thick, you can always add a little bit more water. I am going to use a different spoon to stir it to try to get some of this goopiness off. All right, so once you have your yeast nice and mixed, you're gonna pour it into that bowl and see what happens. You ready to pour?
I'll do it.
All right. Really carefully do you want to come around here and do it? Okay. She's going to pour, and then when she pours, I'm going to put the lid on the pumpkin. Ew, gross!
If you touch it,
puking!
if you touch it, oh, it's even puking out of the nose a little bit.
Ew. Now this reaction, if you put your hand near it, is warm. It's warm when you touch it. That's called an exothermic reaction. That means that the chemical reaction puts off heat. So our puking pumpkin puts off hot puke.
Oh, it's all the way to the top.
Gross.
Touch it and it'll feel warm. It's green. That's cool.
Pretty cool. So I'm going to change the view of the camera so you guys can see what's inside. Our puking pumpkin.
Oh my god.
Pretty disgusting. So let me show you the inside of the pumpkin. Look at all that. Yuck.
Oh, there's extra like weird
All
green
that
on the
yucky
outside.
foam. When you're done, you can actually play with the foam for a few minutes too.
Can you roll up my sleeves?
Pretty cool though, right?
Roll up my sleeves.
I hope you guys enjoyed the puking pumpkin. That was super fun to do. There are other ways that you can vary this experiment, so you can try it with different things. The hydrogen peroxide that you buy from the grocery store is about 3% hydrogen peroxide. You can go to a beauty supply store like Sally's Beauty Supply and get color developer. So you don't want to get the cream color developer, but you can get the liquid clear color developer, and those will up your percentage of hydrogen peroxide because they're actually made out of hydrogen peroxide. Bet you didn't know that. So you can get 10 volume is going to be about 3%, which is the same as what you can get from the grocery store. If you go with a 20 volume clear developer, that will be about 6% hydrogen peroxide. A 30 volume is about 9%, and a 40 volume is about 12%. So you can try the experiment using those higher percentages of hydrogen peroxide and see what kind of boost that gives you. You can also use another chemical as the catalyst. So we used yeast because that's what most of us have at home and it's easy to access. But you can also use a chemical called potassium iodide. You can get it on Amazon if you want to order some. So that'll also kind of jack up the type of reaction that you get. So if you guys try any of those different variations on your hydrogen peroxide, or if you use potassium iodide, definitely let us know. We would love to see what that looks like for you. So just wanted to let you guys know there's some different things that you can do to try to boost up your reaction if you want to, or just to see what happens and see what the differences are. You can try adding more dish soap, try it with no dish soap. See what happens when you change things up. That's all part of the fun of science. So have fun with it. Bye. All right, guys, we hope you enjoyed this quick, fun, cool science experiment of a puking pumpkin. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time on Mad Science! Ha 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 ha!